Hello and assalamu alaikum. This is War Tiger channel and this is 1950 Cuban Conquest. This is the last part of this series, last and eighth part of the series. And we had attacked on three fronts. We played as Cuba and we had attacked on three fronts. One was American, one was Mexican, and one was Brazilian front. We achieved victory on two fronts, which were Brazilian and Mexican front immediately, and on American front, which is consistent, which consists of America and Canada, we have taken victory recently, and now we have completed all our objectives. So we will only help our allies in securing victory. So we will help them with missile strikes and air force bombings, and we will not go with land force because that's a time consuming effort, but we will help them with missile strikes. Like here already our troops, Soviets and West German forces have already taken over some cities of Britain, so we bomb all naval fortifications, and in Japan also we bomb the city of Tokyo and Yokohama. As you know that we will not move our troops, the land forces will not be moved. So what we will do is that we will do some missile strikes and aircraft bombings. Then we will quickly give the turn to our allies. They will do the rest, and they will keep the advance and move quickly. We'll do just a few missile strikes and just some bombings, and then we will immediately give the turn back to our allies. They will do the rest of the job. There are very few enemy vessels left on the west coast of America. That's nearly taken over completely. Actually, it's taken over, but still some vessels remain. There are only two, three vessels, so that's not a big problem. And as you can see, that Soviets have come over and they have taken some parts of Japan, and just few parts of Japan are left. And Chinese are also moving from Thailand. So we will take an island next to the action going in South China Sea, so that we can help our allies move forward. Because our missiles and our aircrafts will not reach this theater, so we had to take a land very next to it. We will take another island as well. We'll take only two islands, and will not, hopefully will not take any land in those theaters, in the Australian and the Indonesian theater. These are General Guderian and Manstein, and this is the Eastern Coast Force, and it is deployed near Ottawa, as you can see. Hopefully, we shall take over all territories, and we'll win the conquest in this part. As you can see, the Chinese have already taken Kuala Lumpur, and they are quite near to Australia. Australia and some African nations are the last nations left. So the last vessel of Japan is defeated. We have a good fleet on the western coast now. Again, we give the turn back to our allies, and Singapore is taken by the Soviets, as you can see. Spaniards are attacking us. So we give some aerial support to the Soviets, who are performing very well in African theater. And next time we shall show you how much forward the Soviets have and the allies or allies have come in the European theater. Yes, here you can see just a tip of the Spain is left. Spain and Portugal. The rest of the Europe is taken over completely. We'll take over this city of Honolulu. Let's leave it for the next time. There is a nice build up going on. Our troops, look at these troops, they are pretty good troops. The forces are doing a great build up, and these are Australian vessels. This one will be sunk, and it is sunk. So this is the last port of America. No, I think nope. Again, we give the turn back to our allies and other countries as well. Again, we give the turn so that quickly our allies can move forward. Again, turn comes to us. We'll take this city of Honolulu, as I mentioned before. You can see the build up. Look at that. The Soviet troops are very nearly surrounding Australian Australian continent. The Chinese are coming from one side and the Soviets from the other. There are two forces converging. Again, Japan is defeated meanwhile. Portugal is also defeated, which shows that whole of Europe is conquered. As you can also see, all of the Europe is conquered, and just one city is remaining of Spain. You can see that the balance is changing in our favor, and we are overwhelming the enemies. USA is defeated, its last port is taken over, and you can see that Indonesia and Papua New Guinea are nearly taken over. All troops, all forces are moving forward towards Australia. This is the last city remaining, the last country remaining of the enemy force. Australia and Britain, these are two remaining countries, and I don't think so there is any other remaining maybe one anyone, I don't exactly know. Yes, Spain as well, as you can see. But the end is near. Surely the end is near. You can see that whole Africa is taken over. Just one city is remaining on the western coast of Africa. You can see that all forces are closing in towards that city, and these countries will also be taken over. You can see one another city is taken over by China. Because our allies have come very next to the city, so it's good to bomb the city. But if they are far, we don't usually bomb the city. Another country is defeated meanwhile, and China is captures another city. China is on the advance. Australian vessel had sneaked into our harbor or port. We'll take it back soon. Generally, we don't take cities, but here I think we'll do it once to accelerate the process of conquest. Here it comes back, the turn. The Australians didn't have enough resources to make any other unit there, so we'll capture the port next time in Mexico. We have made an exception. We have captured a city in Australia, which we don't usually like to do. So the end is near. Conquest is coming. Only one city is left. If you have come so far and you are watching and you like this video, so do subscribe the channel and watch more videos. The last city remains. All other cities are captured. One port